Hi everybody. So with assignment 3, I had a student email with a couple of questions on two questions in the assignment. So I was going to do this yesterday, do a video because it was due Wednesday night, and I was going to do this on Thursday, but unfortunately I'm with Bell, and we lost our internet, phone, everything yesterday for the entire day, so it was a very unproductive day. So I'm back now this morning. And I'm going to run through this question for you. So refer to the above graph to answer this question. So we have a supply curve and a demand curve. If demand were to increase by 500 units and the supply were to increase by 200 units, what would be the resulting equilibrium price and quantity? So right now the equilibrium is here at $60 and the quantity of 600. So we have to draw two new lines. We have to draw a new demand curve, increasing it by 500, and a new supply curve, increasing it by 200. So I've done that here. So I tried to, for the new one, I went out over the lines a little bit here so we can distinguish them. So the original was here. This is the original. We'll look at demand first. This is the original demand line. Demand curve increased by 500. So if it increased, it's going to shift to the right by 500. So we look at the line that goes this way. So we pick a spot on the demand curve that intersects the lines here. So like right here, right here. Don't pick spots that are kind of in the middle because they're harder to judge. Pick a few spots from this line. So say if we started right here. So we're at 1200. It increases by 500. And these, if we can look in here and see, these are 100 each. Each square is 100. So if we're here, we're going to go over 100, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's going to be right here at the 1700. So at that point, I just put a little dot on that one. Then I go and find another one a little bit higher up. Say right here, it's right at an intersection. And we move over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you do that in a few spots. Pick spots that are at the intersection and move over 5. And you want to do one up at the top, one down at the bottom, 1 or 2 here along the middle. And then you can use a ruler and draw a line. Or this is online, so you can visually just kind of see. So over 5 is here. Then the supply increases by 200, so that's going to move to the right 200. So you do the exact same thing. Pick some spots on the original supply curve. Pick spots that are at the intersection. So right here, move over 200, so 100, 200. Pick another spot up here, 100, 200, and say right here, 100, 200. So you pick your spots, move it over 200, so put some dots on this line, and then draw a straight line then connecting those dots. Now the new equilibrium price is going to be where the new supply and the new demand curve intersect, which is right here. And this is at 70 and 900. So now if I go back, 70 and 900 is one of the options given to us. So it's just here, it's being aware that if your demand increases, it's moving to the right. If demand decreases, it's moving to the left. Supply increase is going to move to the right. A supply decrease is going to move to the left. So you just have to move it over and then see where they intersect. The other question that the student was inquiring about was this one right here. Refer to the information above to answer this question. What would happen if the government were to establish a minimum wage of $6.50 an hour? So here's the hourly wage, the quantity demanded at that wage, and the quantity supplied at that wage. So at $6.50 an hour, the quantity demanded, now these are in hundreds, so the quantity demanded would be 400 workers, but the quantity supplied would be 600 workers. So there'd be 600 people willing to work at the wage of $6.50 for daycare workers, but there would only be 400 people that would need it to be worked. The quantity demanded would only be 400. So that means we would have 200 extra daycare workers with no work. So then the option there would be 200 daycare workers unemployed. All right, if you have any other questions on assignments, you can, well, I suggest post all your questions first in the discussion boards. I do monitor the discussion boards, but by putting a question there, if it's before the assignment, another student can help you out. I can provide a little bit of guidance, like telling you, similar questions in the book or talking about the topic in general, but I cannot go specifically into the question and show you how to do it because it's an assignment question. But again, your first place is post on the discussion boards. I'm on there every day, but if you're, I might not be on continuously all day long, so someone else might be able to answer your question. I'll point you in the right direction if it's before the assignment. If it's after the assignment, I'll either answer the question on the discussion board or I'll do something like I'm doing now and do a video, but I won't be able to do videos until after the assignment is due. Obviously, I can't give you the solution. Okay, so today is Friday, then 9th of October. Next week, I will be giving you a format for the midterm and more details about how it's going to be written and such. Okay, have a good weekend.